Welcome back to another vlog. It's been a little while. Skyline is getting a little bit of an upgrade today. Now, I haven't really done anything major to this car yet. This is one of the main things I saw and I've been searching for the longest time. LED tail light. Now you're probably thinking, Theo, the lights on the Skyline are already magnificent. Why would you replace them? It doesn't make sense. I saw some lights a long time ago on Instagram that looked so freaking good to the point where I spent stupid amounts, exorbitant amounts of money on these. But they're so awesome that it's definitely worth it. Hopefully, we'll see. I'm gonna put them on. That's what today's video is. New tail lights for the GTR. As you can probably see, the boxes say Nissan on them. The reason they say Nissan on them is because they are genuine Nissan parts technically, but kinda not. See, what essentially has happened here is I have got genuine Nissan lights. It was bought by a manufacturer in Japan. Basically, they take them and they rip them out and they modify them to make them new. Now, generally, what they used to do is actually, in fact, they used to use old ones. But what they do now is they buy genuine ones from Nissan because they're now developed again. Nissan parts, if you know, you could start buying them again, at least in Japan. Genuine Nissan lights, genuine modified Nissan lights. So anyway, I'm gonna open them up. I've actually already opened these ones before. I did post a picture to Instagram. If you don't follow me there, you should. Right here are my LED tails. Now, you may notice straight away that they kind of look like the layout of the Nismo lights that you can actually already get, but they are not. They are aftermarket. They are not genuine Nismo. And that's one side done. Pretty simple actually. So I want to show you, just in the case that, you know, you might have a Skyline. Basically, I've seen a lot of people take out the whole liner. All I did is take out the actual floor and took out this side. I'm going to take out this side. This is in 3 pieces here. And essentially take off the clips for here. And there's one down here. And there's one up here. And this pulls up. And this pulls out. And you can now remove the light really simply. It saves you a job of taking the old bloody thing out. I've done it way too many times, so I know where it all is now. The reason is the battery is in the back, so I had to figure that out. It kind of confused me at first. Well, that is one of the easiest things I have ever done. So to take off this outer casing, I have to do some of these screws here. So I'll do that in a moment, but that genuinely took no time whatsoever. I thought this was going to be a couple-hour job. If you ever wanted to see a Skyline without tail lights, well, there you go. It looks kind of weird and basic. I'm going to give those a little clean off behind there while the lights are actually off. But as I said, I now need to take off the casing and stick the other ones in and plug them in, and wow, this is so easy. And the thing is, it's an old car, so it shouldn't throw error codes, which would be nice. Please don't. Behind the lights mostly clean, and the lights themselves are fitted and ready. Well, they're fitted to the actual frame. I'm excited. They look amazing already. They modernize it already, and they're not even on the car. Let's do it. And we're done. Now, the car is ridiculously dirty. I'm going to get shouted at for it, but I'm inside the garage and the lights have gone off because they're automatic lights and they're really annoying. But it does mean I can now put the key in, see what these are going to be like. So that is pretty much daytime running. Oh. Oh my god, that looks so good! So they are pretty much, as you can see, around the outside. The little ring lights there in the daytime. That looks so good! Can't see what that looks like. I imagine it is also very cool and also very bright. I'm really, really happy with those. This is the new light setup on the Skyline that I'm going to be running. Obviously, I'll get some more shots a little bit later when it's a little bit darker because currently it is daytime, but I'm chuffed. I've done it. That only took about an hour and a half, 2 hours, which isn't too bad for the first time doing it. Anyway, I'm now going to edit a video for the main channel. So I'll see you in a bit. I just wanted to do a quick little section of the video to talk to you a little bit about what's going to be happening. Literally on the 7th, I believe it is, I am going to Santa Pod again. Now, remember last year, I'll actually have a video on my main channel where I drove this on the drag strip. Almost embarrassed myself against a Corsa. But this year I'm actually going to be taking the Skyline. They have a YouTuber stand, so I'm actually going to be going to Santa Pod again this year. Not going to be driving the Skyline on the strip unless someone massively convinces me in the last week before the actual event. I'm taking the Skyline as is. Now, I wanted to update you on something that I bought a little while ago that is going to be happening to the Skyline next month. So we're talking middle of the month, maybe towards the end of the month. The Skyline will be going through a different phase. I teased about it on Twitter about me booking the Skyline into paint. Something big is going to be changed. Here's a little glimpse. You've probably seen it for quite a while. It's been in my garage for too long now, and I also have some other bits in the house. I almost kind of feel bad because they're literally in the living room. But listen, I can do what I want. I've got a garage, yes. Its garage is for cars. Living room is for car parts. But as I mentioned, I wanted to get out there that yes, I'm going to Santa Pod, and hopefully I'll see some of you guys there on the YouTuber stand. I know there's going to be a couple of other YouTubers there, but my friend Jordan should hopefully also be there with another Skyline. So if you want to see an R33 and an R34, Santa Pod on the 7th. We're back with day 2 of the Skyline. As you can probably tell, I just actually woke up. But what I want to do is I want to play around with how it all works. As you saw, I have the ring around and the other lights around the middle of the brakes. I want to kind of get rid of those lights in the middle, unless I'm braking. I want to at least play around with it and see what I can come up with. Make it look more like R35 lights. It should just be a connection that I can pull out. We'll see. Slight update. So that is how it came, and this side is how I'm aiming for it to be. So when you brake, that's when it comes up, the middle lights come on just for a little extra bit. But I think that looks cooler. Again, I can always revert it, it's just cables. So I'm going to do that to both sides now. There we have it. It's actually been a couple of days later that I filmed this little bit here, but I want to show you in some shade possible. It's kind of difficult to find, but I found a nice big bush, and that was very useful. Anyway, let me know what you think of the lights down below. I really like them. They're definitely more modernized. It looks very, very different. There are cheap kind of lights available. I found I could have also got the Nismo lights, which again, particularly I liked the style. I definitely would have made a hybrid between these and the Nismo lights if possible, but I think these look fantastic. I obviously did make it so that these only come on when you brake, because I think that looks a little bit nicer, a little bit more unique as well, but I can always revert back to the other way if I prefer to down in the future. But very much like them. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and I will see you in the next video, or at Santa Pod at the Fast Show if you're actually going. So I'll hopefully see you there. Until next time, peace.